everybody, and welcome back to Dancer's Feed. So today I have a really awesome recipe. It's really easy to make and it's also delicious. It's basically a veggie black bean mash wrap. So you're only going to need 4 main ingredients and then of course some spices and the oil. So let's begin by prepping the vegetables and then I'll see you in a little bit. Prior to getting to the veggies, just preheat your oven to 380 or 400 depending on how strong your oven is. Next, you're going to slice up some peppers. In this case, I'm not using bell peppers only because I didn't have them, and since we're in quarantine, I'm not going out as often. But whichever peppers you choose, I'm sure they'll be fine. Just slice them up in thin slices. Next, chop up some broccoli florets, making sure that they're bite-sized and small so they cook evenly with the other vegetables. The last vegetable that's going into the oven along with the broccoli and peppers is an onion. In this case, I'm using a large white onion, but that's only because it was literally the only onion left on the shelf. And that again is because we're in quarantine. But normally I would use a medium yellow onion. Either way, it's going to be totally fine. All I want you to do is slice this onion very thinly and then add it to the bowl with the other veggies. Next, as you see me doing here, just add some oil, salt, pepper, and garlic salt to the bowl. Give them a quick toss, making sure that everything is evenly coated. And then you're going to place this all on a baking sheet, nice and evenly spaced out. Make sure that these veggies cook for about 10 to 15 minutes. Then check them to see how they're doing, give them a quick toss, and then let them finish cooking for another 10 minutes, depending on, again, how strong your oven is. I personally like it when the veggies still have a little crunch to them, so I don't overcook them, but that is all up to you. Okay, so while these veggies are roasting in the oven, I wanted to go over the nutritional facts of this recipe with you. The first thing to keep in mind is that this recipe is a perfect balance of protein, fats, and carbs. The second thing to keep in mind is that this recipe is going to give you a lot of vitamins and minerals. Some vitamins that you'll be receiving are vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin B2, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin C, and the list goes on. Also, some of the minerals you'll be receiving are iron, copper, zinc, phosphorus, and manganese. And again, the list goes on. To find out more, go to the blog and read all the nutritional facts that I put up for you, and you're going to be amazed at how something so simple and, of course, delicious is going to be so good for you. So now let's check on the veggies and see how they're doing. If they're cooked all the way through, then we'll get ready to plate the wraps and then enjoy them. Okay, since it's been about 15 minutes, I'm going to quickly check on the veggies. I know that they're not ready yet, so I'm going to give them a quick toss and then put them back in the oven for another 10 minutes. Now, this all depends on your preference. If you like your veggies more raw and more crunchy, then you could even be done with this step right now. If you like them like me, a little bit more caramelized, then I would add them back into the oven for another 10 minutes. If you like them even more caramelized, a little bit more crispy, and a little bit more cooked through, then I would put them back in the oven for another 15 to 20 minutes. Once you're done with that, we're going to do the quick step of mashing up the beans, and then we're almost done with our wraps. So now for the last step of this recipe, I'm just going to create the bean mash. I'm going to add the same exact seasoning as I did before to the veggies, so a little oil, salt, pepper, and garlic salt. Now, I'm aware that this seasoning is very simple, but I do that for a very specific purpose, so I could taste the natural flavors of the vegetables themselves. But if you want to add some curry or cumin or some chopped up parsley, be my guest. Have fun with it and just enjoy it the way you like it. Once that is all done, I'm just going to mash it up with a fork into a consistency that I like most, which is very paste-like, and then I'm going to get ready to plate these wraps and then enjoy them. Now, as I'm finishing plating these wraps, I want to quickly note that you could add another source of protein in this dish. For instance, you could add grilled chicken, grilled shrimp, grilled salmon. Those 3 things would work really, really well with this dish, but if you're a vegetarian like me, you'll be just as satisfied eating it without. I love this recipe. It is so good, so fresh. I mean, I love veggies in general, but in this, with a little kick of cayenne pepper I put at the end, the veggies themselves have a little crunch. and the black beans give it a really heartier taste. I just love this recipe. It's so easy to make, and I make it like pretty much throughout the whole year. If you like this recipe as much as I did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also subscribe to Dancer's Feed. Like us on Facebook and on Instagram. And with that being said, I'm gonna go finish this up. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye, dancers.